me, I have Carrie Toomey, who's our channel executive. So we'll kind of be tag teaming the presentation today. And then if you have any follow-up questions, I'll provide Carrie's information at the end of the presentation. So what makes automation so attractive? Well, what we want to do is we want to help you eliminate any repetitive tasks you have in AP. As you guys know, when you get a Sage ERP, it comes with this amazing accounting system, but the AP process itself is still very manual. So we want to help automate that for you. So we want to eliminate any repetitive tasks. We want to provide real-time financial data for you. And then we want to also offer a PO to payment solution. So we've bundled all of that into a product called Sage AP Automation. So it is a product that Karen sells. It's sold through Sage. It is on their Sage price book. So we'll talk about what that product does today. So the way we sell the product is it is unlimited seats. So it doesn't matter if you have one person in AP or you have, 5 people in AP and 100 approvers within your organization. So it is unlimited seats. It is a utility-based pricing. So what's nice about that is you pay for what you use. So if one month you do 1,000 invoices, you're charged for 1,000 invoices. Next month it goes down to 150, you're charged for 150. So you just pay as you go on a month-to-month basis, depending upon the number of invoices that are processed through it. The next thing is because it is a software as a service, it's very easy to get up and running. So we have the integration with Sage, so you can be up and running with the product as quickly as 24 hours. That's completely dependent upon your workflows internally, and we'll go into that in a little bit more detail. But again, going back to the fact that it is a software as a service, we have no setup fees. So for you to get started, there's $0 implementation, training, and installation fees. It's really, we turn it on, we work with you to configure it to your company's needs, and then you're up and running. And again, you only pay as you go for the invoices that are processed through. So where Excel is the essential tool for accountants, we look at Sage AP Automation as the essential tool for your accounting team. We do have bidirectional integration with 50, 100, 300, and 500. And I understand everybody on the call today is using 300. So we do have the integration with 300. So really, automation is here, and it's transforming accounts payable teams. And there's 5 reasons or 5 ways it's doing it, and we're going to talk about those 5 ways today. So the first thing is it automates the invoice capture. So we're eliminating all of that data entry AP does right now. I mean, most people didn't become an accountant to sit there and do data entry all day. So we want to eliminate that and reduce any human errors that there might be. So what we do is we'll work with each company individually and figure out, okay, how are your invoices coming in? Are they emailed in? Are they mailed in? Are they faxed in? And then what's the quickest, most efficient way to bring them into our system? So when we do that, we're going to take that information and pretty much index it. So it's being stored in our solution as well as being pushed into Sage. So you can see right here in the center of the screen, we have the invoice, and over here to the right are all of the data fields that we're populating based off of that invoice. So it is a combination of technology and human interaction as well. We guarantee a 99.9% accuracy rate, and the only way we can do that is if there is the human involvement. So that is not an additional charge to you. That is our team that does that. We make sure the information is captured correctly in order for us to give you that guarantee. The second thing is it's a very flexible and scalable solution. We handle multi-currency, multi-company, multi-accounting system, which is a big one. Let's say you're using 50 and 300 and you want to be able to access them both through one system. We give you that capability. Or let's say you have 2 300s. You don't have to pay per entity. It's just one flat fee, again, based off the number of invoices. So it doesn't matter how many companies or accounting systems are connected to the system. We also understand that every AAP department works the same way. I mean, usually the workflow is similar, but everybody has their own, little things they do within their organization. So we allow for very configurable workflows. Again, we sit with you, figure out where your invoices are coming from. Are they associated to a PO? Do you need to match those? Where are the approval channels at? Are they in the PO process or the invoice process or the payment process? So we'll figure that out with you and configure those workflows within the system. So again, when you log in, it's really nice. We have a dashboard where you see everything all in one. It doesn't matter, how many companies there are. All of that would be viewable to you. Again, we'll work with you to figure out what your workflow is. If you have POs, great. We have a PO module, an invoice module, and a payments module. All of them come with their own workflows that can be intertwined. So your POs, if let's say your process says, when a PO comes in or an invoice comes in, we want to match it to a PO. If it matches, it doesn't have to be approved and it can just go through the appropriate channel. Or if you don't have POs, that's fine. We're not going to force you to use all of the modules within our system. So if you don't have a PO, that's fine. You can say your business rule maybe is that if an invoice comes in, if it's over $25,000, we automatically want to route it to the CFO for approval. So you get to define what your process is, which modules you want to use, and then we'll implement those for you. So the workflow itself, I keep mentioning that we'll do it for you. We'll do it for you, but it's very user-friendly. So we understand processes change, employers change, business rules or philosophies change. So we'll set it up initially doing the installation and implementation. But as things change within your organization, you have the ability to go in and modify your workflows on your own or create new workflows if you want to. So again, this is done during the training. We'll set you up and we'll train you on how to do this, but then you can configure and modify your workflows as you go. Now, part of those workflows are approvals. So we offer a very easy way to approve things. We know not everybody's sitting at their desk all day waiting for an invoice to hit it so they can approve it. People are out and about traveling. So we want to make it very easy for you to be able to approve an invoice anywhere you're at. So this is actually a picture of our CEO on the right here, the blonde with the glasses. She's at a trade show talking to someone, and while she's doing that, someone snapped a picture, and it just so happened she received an invoice. She was able to open it up, look at it, and approve it all right there. So we want to make it as easy and efficient as possible to approve for the approval channel. Now we want to do the same thing for payments as well, because there's another hiccup where, okay, it's been approved, but now someone has to actually pay it. We want to make that very easy as well. So we want to set that up so it can be done with the click of a button. So we offer several different ways you can make payments. We recommend BCC or virtual credit card. Reason being is because once we set it up for you, you can earn 1% cash back. So AP is typically not a revenue generating department. With BCC, it gives you the ability to generate some revenue. But we know not everybody is going to start up on BCC right away. So really the choice of payment is up to you. We offer ACH, automated checks, EFTs, wire transfer. And so again, BCC is free, and then the others, depending upon how you set up or what you're going to be using, there could be minimal charges with that. So the last reason we think our solution is so attractive is something I've been kind of reiterating throughout the entire presentation today, is the fact that it is a software as a service. So it's always current. If you guys provide feedback to us, we modify the product. So you don't have to wait for, a typical upgrade. If we make a change to the system to benefit you, you'll be able to utilize those benefits immediately. We'll implement them and push them out right away. So the product is always evolving depending upon our customer feedback. So really, those are the 5 reasons that we recommend automating AP and how we can simplify it for you. So we're really offering you a consolidated AP process all the way from PO to payment. So in the system, it's color coordinated. And again, you don't have to use all. If you just want to start off with invoices, that's fine. We can get you up and running, set you up there. You can move to payments. And then as your company grows and you start doing POs, we can implement that portion as well. So it's a very simple product. What we're doing is just simplifying your AP process. So there's not a lot to show or discuss. I just wanted to give you an overview of how you can benefit from it. But if you would like to see a custom demo where we look at your process and walk you through how it works and how it works in Sage 300, feel free to contact Carrie. Here's her information on the screen. I provided her phone number and her email address. she'll reach out to you and work with you to set up a time where we actually dive into the product in more detail. I've shown you some screenshots today, but again, everybody's workflow is different. So it's always best to do these demos as one-offs where we figure out what your needs are and show you your needs instead of showing you all the bells and whistles of the solution. So right now what I'm going to do is just open it up to any questions, or if Carrie, you have any other comments you want to make. I know this was a simple or rather quick presentation, but if anybody has any questions, we'll take them right now. And Carrie, is there anything you wanted to add?
No, I think you covered a lot, Tiffany. I was going to put some questions in chat as well, and then as well, if anybody else has questions, just please type them into chat and we can get those answered.
Okay. Carrie, are there any in chat right now that you want to read out?
Yeah, I was just wondering someone says, where is the data stored?
Okay, so it is hosted by us, and then we do push the information into Sage. So the actual invoice is stored in our solution, and then the data itself, as I mentioned, when we index it, we push that information into the appropriate fields inside of Sage. At any point, you can pull the data down, and at any point, if you decide, hey, this is something we no longer want to use, which I doubt that will be the case, you can pull your information out of the system.
Okay, and next question too is the data entry, in regards to data entry, and is somebody keying that in, or is it just being scanned and the data or the information is being pulled from the invoice?
Okay, so it's actually both. It's a combination of the two. So when the invoice is scanned to us or emailed to us, we have smart coding where we're able to look at that document, pull the information, and then if there's something we can't read, or if there's additional information, or if it's a document we've never seen before, we do have a data entry team that looks at that and keys the information in. And it's header and footer information that we're pushing into the system. And again, there's no additional cost for that service.
Okay, I don't see any other questions. Joan, is there any other questions that came up for you, Joan?
Well, one thing that does come up a lot is pricing. I mentioned this is based off of, it's like us providing you a free car and saying, here, you get this car and all you have to do is pay for the gas. Very similar. We're saying here, Sage is providing you this product and then you just pay as you go. So it's based off of the number of invoices. So there's buckets that you can fall into, ranging anywhere from, $1.60 to $1.10. Depending upon how many invoices are being processed through the system.
So there's no setup fees, correct?
There's no setup fees. The setup is free. The service itself is a free service that Sage is providing. You just pay for the invoices. And the reason being is because Sage does, as you guys probably know, and you've probably participated in the past, they do an annual survey where they figure out, okay, what products or services can we provide to our customers? So the last couple of years, the #1 user requested product or service was AP automation. So Sage went out and vetted several companies, and that's where they partnered with us, Beanworks. So Beanworks is, its own business, but we have our Sage AP automation solution that works with the Sage products. So they partnered with Sage and created this product that could simplify AP, and they wanted to provide it, again, for free, but we have to obviously charge for something. So that's where the invoices come in.
Well, thank you, ladies, for the presentation. I did not receive any questions on my end, but again, just as Tiffany's mentioned, if you do have any questions regarding Sage AP automation, they'd be more than happy to answer your questions offline through phone or via email. Again, I wanted to thank you ladies for the presentation and for those who attended. Next week, we are doing our presentation on Sage CRM for those interested, and hope everyone else has a great day today. Bye for now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.